Welcome, welcome, everyone. This is so exciting. So many beautiful souls tuning in the live energy. Look at this. They've been like waiting in the room. So good. Welcome, everyone. Start dropping in the chat where in the world you're tuning in from so we can get a feel for this global energy happening right now. I know some people are awake at like 2 a.m. for this call, I believe, and some people are up early, up late. It's incredible. So just start dropping where you're devoted and tuning in from.
And if you are joining us from the Zoom, we just want to celebrate you for getting on in real time. Sister, let us know because we're actually doing this from Zoom and we're streaming inside the Facebook group page as well. So if you
Just make
are
sure
on
everyone's
Zoom,
muted too.
yes, if you could just make sure you put yourself on mute. And we just want to let you know that Charlotte and I did decide to really start our 2 day we're going to call it our beautiful workshop because it really is a workshop, right? But we really wanted to do it like this so you mamas to be, women in general could actually be on the 2 day transformative experience with us like this. And so if you're feeling the energy and if you're feeling like you're loving joining us like this, if you're on the Zoom, we are celebrating you. There's 21 of you on live with us right now, 22 because I just added another one. And I do just want to say on behalf of Charlotte and I, if you're streaming live with us inside of our Facebook group, hello, welcome, we love you. Happy day one of our Freedom Flow for Intuitive Mamas. Yeah.
Amazing. Tala, I don't know if you know either, babe, but we actually just surpassed 100 members in the group. So I know loads of people are about to be catching up on the replay, hopping in here maybe a little bit late. So how incredible is that?
I mean, we haven't even had this group open for a week. So the fact that there is 100 of you being celebrated on the inside right now is amazing. Thanks for letting me know that, back because I
Yeah,
had no idea.
I got the little celebration notification. It was so cute as we were about to hop on. We're like 102, 103. Yeah, it's so cool. Everyone's hopping in.
So beautiful. Well, we want to honor your time first and foremost because let's keep it real, right? Most of you are probably either already moms or you're pregnant or you're just a woman who is completely radically busy with life. And we really do want you guys to feel the transformation of what we're going to talk about today, first and foremost, but also what gets to be on the other side of that. And when you unpack your deep desires and your values and allowing yourself to really get there for your life, things start to shift and they start to shift really quickly. So I'm going to let Shah dive right into it, because today we're really going to start out with like how we get to unpack your values and how you get to get clear on living a really full and aligned life for you and your little ones. Like, if you can get excited about that, please let us know in the chat and keep it real, sissies. Like, for real, if that is not you right now and you're like, Shah, Tal, I am not living in my full alignment right now, I'm so out of my values. This is why I'm here. Please let us know. We want you guys to get super interactive with us. For the next 45 minutes, I am going to pop Shah and I on the screen. So for those of you on Zoom, I love you. I see you. And we're just going to deliver nice and powerfully. And yeah, take it away, Shasha.
I'm just gonna change my view here. Okay. My name is Shar, and I am a mama of a 3.5-year-old little girl. I just kind of laughed because I'm like, we always just go, I'm Tal and I'm a mama, who introduce themselves like as I'm this and I'm a mom. We're actually so much more. I'm Shar and I'm like a human and a really incredible soul. And I also am so proud to be a mother. I absolutely adore motherhood. I know that's not everyone's experience. Motherhood can also be a lot. I will absolutely attest to this. But I've always wanted to be a mother. Like always, 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 except apparently a phase that I went through when I was 7 where I said I don't want to because it's gonna hurt. I don't remember being scared of childbirth, but yeah. Other than that, been obsessed with baby dolls and other people's babies and babysitting until I had my own. And I was so blessed to be a young mom and get to, yeah, have the pregnancy that I desired because of steps that I had really taken in my life, putting that plan into place to be able to live a slow, conscious, connected pregnancy and birth, a beautiful water birth in Bali. I've just really curated the type of motherhood experience that I wanted, and that's been so cool because we always hear, motherhood has to look this way, and like you better get all your travels out of the way now because as soon as you have a kid, you won't be able to do that anymore, and you better do the things that you want to do because motherhood's going to be the end of your life. And I know Tal shared recently, like motherhood is the start of your life, and I feel this so deeply one of our beautiful friends who's in this space and shared live with us yesterday in the group is about to become a mama. And as soon as she told me, I was so excited because I was like, oh, your life is just beginning. This is so good. And there's just this societal narrative that says, like, as soon as you become a mother, that's it. Like, stop dreaming, settle in, buckle up, because it's going to be a freaking ride. And it is. It's a ride. Drop a one in the chat if you're like, yep, it's a ride. But it takes,
Ah,
I truly believe, there was a very verbal yes there, Courtney. Thank you for that. I feel like that's what we all feel. Like, yep. And so motherhood, I truly believe, takes you on the depth of a journey that you're meant to experience. And it's transformative and it's hard sometimes and it's confronting and it brings up all of our triggers and it's not always fun. And also, I believe it can be the most transformative experience ever that really brings us back into alignment with how we came here to live. And so for me, that's a lot of time in nature. That's my family living connected and not having to like leave our kids to go to work and whatever, like getting to live presently together. It's my daughter getting to take risks, to trust her own heart, to really get to become who she's here to be instead of me just telling her how she has to be and how life has to look. It's living a life full of abundance, whether that's money, whether that's fresh fruit, whether it's, family connection, all of the things, but just like full freedom to be able to ultimately really follow our hearts wherever that takes us. Right now, it's taking us around the world, which is so cool. Some seasons of our life, it might take us to a home base where we ground in and we have like chickens. Like, who knows, right? Drop another one in the chat if you just don't know. You're like, I don't know where I want to live. I don't know what my dream days look like, but you might know some of the things that are really important to you. So that's kind of what we're going to dive into today after I hand it over to Tal to share a bit of who she is, what matters to her, and yeah, what her life gets to look like. So yeah, now we live around the world with our almost 4-year-old little girl, and she climbs trees and she yeah gets to just learn from the earth and from the many incredible people that we get to meet. And I don't work a job. My partner doesn't work a job. You're going to learn more about all of that in the pathway tomorrow, but this is really a day to get expanded into what's actually really possible for you when you dream a bit bigger.
So good, babe. How many of you are like really resonating to Shah's experience of becoming a mom? Also, I'm absolutely in love with hearing the lovely Courtney just being like, oh, like it's like drop a one of like, you really felt that, right? So, I want to share a little bit about my mama journey and how I, stepped into motherhood. For me, a lot of what we're going to share with you tomorrow, because many of you are here, right, to really break free from the chains of not listening to your intuition anymore and being so tired in like listening to all the noise as a mom. Maybe you're a mom to be like, this is what society tells you, but deep down you're like, I just know that I'm destined for more or for different or for it to look a certain way. Can you guys pop in the chat, those of you that are on live or on Facebook with us right now, if you feel that, you feel in your heart, I just want to do it differently. I want my motherhood journey to look this way. Yes, yes, right? And so for me, guys, 5 years ago,
this is
I
why you
had
need this.
if you're not on mute, if you could just pop yourselves on mute, that would be amazing. So 5 years ago, you guys, I had literally like a light bulb moment of seeing my life in two ways. And again, let me know in the chat if you saw this for yourself. I envisioned my life as a mom the way my life currently was then. And the way it currently was then was I was working my full-time job. I was living, the very kind of Western way, in the Western culture, like getting up, going to work, doing the same thing 5 days a week, and then doing it all over again and being left with this much time literally for myself, let alone how that may have felt and looked for my little ones, right? And I remember saying to myself, if I want to become a mom one day, there's absolutely no way. There's absolutely no way I'm going to be able to enjoy motherhood if my life looks like this, right? So I got to work and I, was seeking and looking and desiring for something just like this. And if you're the 26 of you on with us in Zoom right now, or if you're on live, you are not here by accident. This is where I was 5 years ago, literally like completely burnt out, you guys. My nervous system was shot and I just was like, universe, give me a sign. Show me that there is more out there. And lo and behold, you guys, I found this pathway, right? And so that was 5 years ago. And it's about 2 years now, just over 2 years, I ended up getting pregnant and I have now birthed my beautiful baby girl. And I've journeyed these last 5 years with this pathway by my side. And let me freaking tell you, mamas, you know this, motherhood is messy. It is not pretty. It is not yummy. It's like your hair is up in a goon most days and your eyes are barely open and it's just messy, right? But what I know I chose 5 years ago was this inner freedom, was this inner knowing. It was this inner, like, wow, even though this is messy, no matter how perfect my life is, no matter how much money I have by my side, what a gift that I know I am supported in these ways. Are you guys feeling what I'm putting down, right? If you're a mom on here, you are not going to get out of the mess that is motherhood. Facts. Like, just celebrate with me in the chat. We're like, yes, Tal, yes, yes. No matter what I have, no matter where I am in the world, no matter how much money I have, I am honoring and knowing that motherhood is just messy. And I lean into that because it's chaos, right? But Shah and I here, we put this workshop together. Some of you are already in this beautiful space with us, okay? We're here to show you that while it's messy, if you get connected with your core values, right? If you allow yourself to tap in and at least listen to what your soul needs, guess what, mamas? It's going to be just a little easier to get from one day to the next. And that has been my mama journey. And Shah has been able to watch it unravel. Shah actually got pregnant and had Hattie before I had Alora. And it's women like herself that I actually watched go before me. You know, this woman is younger than me. Like, we met through this space. And I was so inspired by her because I got to watch what motherhood really looked like. And now I've done that for so many of you, right? And so today, if there's anything you heard from my story and what we're going to do with you is declare that things aren't going to get easier. Motherhood isn't going to feel any less easier. But if you can get connected to your core values, if you can honor the soul nudges you're having, which are, I know there's more for me out there. I know I don't want to work my full-time job anymore. I know I want to be at home with my littlies. I know I want to travel the world. I know that I want to be a stay-home mom or world school my children. If you know that, then this is going to be for you. Do you guys feel it? Do you feel it? Amazing. Cool. So Shah, let's go back and forth. I think what'd be amazing for all of you women to here is really mine and Charlotte's top 5 values, right? Because when we did this exercise, and if you're on live with us, please get your notepad and your pens out. If you're on Facebook, be interactive in this exercise because there is no beautiful way, mamas, to really create change in your life than doing it on a cellular level. Like actually really integrating with this exercise with us right now. So as we share with you what our top 5 values are, what are your top 5 values? And so I'll go first. My top 5 values, absolutely non-negotiable, no matter where I am in the world, no matter if I'm in my high season, my low season, and everything between, are health, family, abundance, money, adventure, and time. These are my 5. And the reason that these are my 5, and you know, could change, ebbs and flows, but the reason these are my 5, you guys, is because let's just declare, right? Without our health and without wealth, we don't have anything in this lifetime. Do you guys feel that? We live in a society today that we need our health and we need money. Facts. So if we set those 2 as our highest values, we're going to be able to journey in then reverse engineering how we can create those, right? My other 2, family and adventure. And if you guys know me in person, I live for adventure. Shah and I both, I feel like, have this quality. I am such an adventure spirit. And I knew that I wanted a pathway for myself and my daughter and my partner to say, hey, like if we want to adventure and hop on over to another country next weekend, we can. Or simply go down the road and go snorkeling or skiing or whatever, like having the means. And then my final value, of course, is time. Having the time to do that. I see all of these coming through. Shasha, what are your top 5 values, babe?
Yeah, I was just about to drop them in the chat. So one of my number 1 would be connection. And by that, I mean like connection to my family, but also really like living connected with the earth and connected with ourselves. So that looks like being barefoot a lot of the time, making empowered choices. So personally, doesn't have to be everyone's vibe, but to me, that's like birthing outside of the system. That's been not vaccinating my daughter. That's been not having to put her in a school or a daycare that requires certain things. Like, again, this is just my own journey, but getting to make my own choices, not, oh, but this is what we have to do because my employer says, and oh, well, this is what we need to do because we need to live close to this city for that thing. Like, F that. If it's not in alignment with our family's values, I don't have to say yes to anybody. So that's that's one I'm pretty freaking passionate about. You're not putting anything in my daughter that I don't agree with just because she has to be in this system. Adventure, like travel, adventure, climbing. We're always climbing stuff. And yeah, letting her be free to explore. Abundance and the fulfillment of creating that abundance in a way that feels aligned. So like my business community, getting to be in an opportunity that actually pays me to be myself, knowing that I'm making a freaking massive impact by sharing my message online, and creating a new story for my daughter of what wealth gets to look like is huge, right? Like, what does life get to look like? What does work get to look like? Instead of like, oh, what do we have to do and what are we supposed to follow? It's like, what can this get to feel like? Like, you're literally writing the story for your children. It's a big freaking responsibility, and this is going to be a bit triggering to hear, but you're writing the story of what work looks like. You're writing the story of what life looks like. They're going to look up to you and they're going to create their own little narratives from especially ages 0 to 7 of what the world is. And a lot of our beliefs come from 0 to 7. Maybe we can explore that a little bit today, but just saying, they're looking up to you, right? So I get to feel really fulfilled that like the choices that I'm making in life are something that I'm so proud for her to look up to of what's possible. So that fulfillment and intuitive mothering, really getting to follow my own flow as a mother. Obviously that comes with some of these like empowered choices and things that I talked about, but it's like really getting to follow my heart on what feels right in those moments and having the time and the space and the freedom to heal and to be able to like really sit with her, like to sit on the ground and be like, oh, what's actually here and be present with it and love her and hold her and baby wear and breastfeed and bed share and all of those things. So yeah, all of that. I could go on and on and on. Like I'm sure Tala could as well. So many values, but I'm going to read out a few in the chat. We've got freedom, choice, money, time, health, wealth, family, fun, inner peace, health, family, wealth, freedom, time, freedom, family, health, abundance, connection, motherhood of choice, adventure, yes to empowered choices, family, freedom, food, helping others, and health. I am loving all of this. Keep dropping them in the chat. Even if you can't think of your top 5 and you're like, oh, how do I make sure that it's 5? I don't care. Just start dropping some words. What comes to your heart, right? That's the thing is sometimes we get so hung up and we're like, ooh, I don't know, like what are going to be my 5? And if I have to pick 5, like then I can't have 6. Drop 6, drop 2. Just start brainstorming here because this is your opportunity. It's not going to be perfectly curated if you've never thought of this question before. You know what? My 5, I was like, oh, shit. What are 5? Like, how do I narrow it down to 5? So I went back to a post that I wrote about like my top values and I was like, okay, those were the 5. Yeah, that still feels really true. But I could be like, that doesn't feel as true anymore. And like it gets to shift, it gets to evolve, right? So like your dream life gets to evolve, the things that you desire get to evolve. You don't have to like lock yourself into a decision and then not be able to change it. Sometimes we're really scared to go for things because we think we're maybe going to want different things later, and then we'd have to admit that we didn't know what we were doing. Newsflash. None of us know what we're doing. I saw this audio on like Instagram Reels the other day, and I'm making a reel with it that says like no one actually knows what we're doing, but some of us we're doing it anyway. And it's so freaking true. Like truly have no freaking clue sometimes how to even be a human. Anyone else? Like I can't even see everybody, but like just throw a hand up anyways. If you don't even know how to like human some days, never mind like also keep other humans alive and not just alive, but ideally like alive and well. We don't know. We don't know, but we're choosing it. We're doing it anyway. And guess what? You know this as a mom. You already know it. We always find a way. We do. We just always find a way. All of those things we think we couldn't do, somehow we found a way. And when I became a single mother, actually, when my daughter was just a few months old, I became a solo mama. And I remember writing a post saying like that I had looked at my midwife in the eyes when I was pregnant and while I was birthing, actually. Not when I was pregnant, I wasn't even scared. While I was birthing, I was scared. And I looked her in the eyes and I was like, how do people do this? And she was like, they just do. Like, you'll just do it. And it's true, you really just do it. And so I remember looking at her, wondering how I was going to find my way. And I remember when I moved out of the home that I birthed in and had to pack up all her like special little things in her first newborn cloth diapers and the bathtub that I birthed in, I had to leave and move somewhere else. And I asked her again, same midwife, I was like, how did you do this with your girls? How did you move? How did you? And I wasn't even a single mom at the time. And she was like, you just do it. You get good at it over time. And so when I became a single mother, I remember reflecting and going, yeah, like how will I do this? But the same way I birthed, and the same way I moved, I'll do this too. And I've done it. I've become a single mom and I have a partner and I've moved a million times. And so we, as mamas, we literally just find a way and we just do the thing. And so if we can do all of that, like, why can't we also thrive? Why can't we
Mm.
write a new narrative that says instead of just getting by and barely managing, I actually get to live everything I've ever dreamed of? Like, do some of you not even think that that's possible? Like, there's a little part of you that's like, I don't actually know if all of that is meant for me. Because I think all of us have gone through phases where we're like, maybe we're just meant for like a normal life where you just get by. Tal, have you ever had an experience where you just felt like maybe all of those dreams were actually too big?
Oh my gosh, like literally every single time I've ever felt into anything I've ever wanted. Anytime I've ever been like, am I crazy for thinking that I want to travel? Or am I crazy for thinking I like want to birth my daughter in a house? And then I have these moments where I'm like, why me? Or like, why am I even having these thoughts? Or why can I even do that? And guys, I literally opened the screen like this. Just want to segue from what Shah's beautifully sharing. Like, look at every single woman on this screen right now. Just take a look. I was looking at all of you and I was like, every single one of you, for those of you that are going to catch the replay, you'll feel this. Like, we have all had the most beautiful, euphoric, transformative, incredible, yet equally traumatizing, sacrificing, hardest days, months, years, journeys as a mother. If you guys feel that, raise your hands. I want everyone to see all of our heads on the screen. Yes, yes, right? And I just want to preface by saying if you're yet a mom and you're listening to this very real conversation we're having today, right? Don't let it get you scared. Let it allow you to lean in and recognize that it's not all going to be fairies and roses all the time, but there's a really beautiful thing about mothers coming together, connecting, and having conversations like this, right? Because when I was going on my pregnancy journey, guys, I'm so grateful for this vehicle I have today. I'm so grateful to all the women that I do life with, because without you guys, right, I would have felt pretty alone, to be completely honest, right? Coming back to what Charlotte said, like those thoughts I was having of, can I do this? Am I crazy for dreaming big? Like, this is why we hold this space, because we want you guys to link arms with women that are having these thoughts, that are thinking these things, that maybe are wanting to dream bigger, whatever it is, right? So I want to segue a little bit right now on just keeping it really real for a moment in maybe just a little like prayer that we could do together. Okay. So I just want everyone to put their hands on their hearts. If you guys do business with me, you know that I'm really big on my prayers. So I want you just to put your hand on your hearts. And I want you to take a really beautiful deep breath in. And what I want you to do in this moment, all I want you to do in this moment, mama, mama to be, divine woman, out loud, even if you're with your little ones, to say thank you. We might get some tears flowing this morning. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Every single woman on this call right now knows that there are so many things that come up every single day. And by the end of the day, we put our heads to the pillow and we all have that moment to ourselves when we say, my gosh, that was a day, but I did it. I got through it. I got through it. Thank you. Another day that I got through. So with that knowing, right? See how you don't question that, mama? You're like, I know I got through it. Imagine if you can take it one step further. If I can get through the hardest things, which is motherhood, if I can get through the moments, the days, the years that is motherhood, what else can I create, achieve, and declare for my life? Do you guys feel that? What else that doesn't even feel hard anymore? Doesn't even feel scary. I'm not even concerned about judgment, fear, worry, what anyone else is thinking. What if I just took a moment to sit with myself and ask, what else? What else am I capable of doing? You guys feel that capacity that you hold, right? And this is the beauty of being a woman, right? Men too, but we all know that us women are superpowers. We're super women, excuse me. We can just do it all. Without us, we don't have an amazing society. We don't have people on this earth because it's the mamas doing it, right? So I want you to take a moment right now. Shah's beautifully breastfeeding. Maybe you're with your child. I want you to take a moment without judgment, without even using my brain, without thinking, without going into worry. What is the one thing today that is strong on my heart that I am willing to declare and shift for my life? What is the one thing? And if you would like, please pop in the chat or on the Facebook Live that one word. What is coming to you? Change, growth, like getting out of my comfort zone, stepping into the unknown, creating more money for my family. What is it? Yes, being a leader. Yes, I love that, Carly. Thank you. Changing the world, devotion, no matter what, I will create this. Yes. Just that full knowing I can feel from all of you right now. And this is the energy that I really want you guys to step into. And if you are somebody new to our beautiful community here, and for you, this might feel like a little overwhelming for you, to be completely honest, right? Right. I really want you to sit with, what does my heart feel right now? Do I feel uncomfortable? Do I feel unseen? Do I feel triggered? And to that, I just say, lean in. Just lean in. Lean into that. Because on the other side of that is you coming out of that cocoon and blossoming into, I can do this. I can do whatever I put my mind and my heart to. Remember? Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. So I would love in this moment, and this just came through to me, and I think it'd be beautiful on day one, Shah, if you're okay with this. I think it would be really beautiful to hear from one of you. We've never done this on a masterclass before. Masterclass. We've never done this on a workshop before, right? But I think what's really powerful is for you guys to hear from a mama. Maybe you're somebody that has seen one of our mamas in this space and you have no idea what you said yes to today. You have no idea what you were coming in to listen to, right? But you're like, oh my gosh, my heart is racing. I feel this. I can already feel the transformation in real time. So I would absolutely love if you're on the Zoom with me right now. I can see you guys. If I can't see you, please pop in the chat to maybe raise your hand and share what is the one thing now on the other side of going, thank you, I can do this. I am a mama. I do this. And with that energy, I am now declaring ... Who is willing to share with us today? And we're on live, so we can sit here for 5 minutes. It's all perfect, right? Because this is the uncomfortability of, right? While you guys take a moment, we're going to do this in real time. This is the gap. This is the moment where there's silence and stillness and the mind goes, oh my God, I don't want to share. I don't want to say, I don't want to step into my dreams. I don't want the life that I desire. I'm not worthy. I can't. But in this moment is where it starts. In this moment is where it starts. So who is feeling the pull, the nudge?
We've got Kayla.
Yes.
Hey, beautiful. Oh, this is amazing.
It's all you, my love.
It's all me. Okay, so for me, I am already a part of this incredible community. So I guess what I want to share is that even though this is new to me and new in my life, I didn't realize how much I needed this as a mother. because nobody tells you that community is one of the most important things in motherhood, and you might not have it in your immediate circle, which I really didn't. You know, I'm close with my family, I have friends, but I didn't have the kind of support that I needed. I just didn't know that I needed it until I found this space. And my children are 10, 9, and 5. So I have 3 babies that I am trying to give the world to. And I never really gave myself permission to dream big because I never wanted to let them down. I never wanted to tell them that they can have all these amazing things when I didn't know that there was a way for me to have it myself without leaving them. So when I found this, I realized that there is a way, and that by surrounding yourself with high vibrational women, that in itself is going to get you to the next phase in your life, to the next better version of yourself. So I feel myself stepping into a version of myself that I didn't know that I could be. I always told myself I'm not an entrepreneur, I'm not a businesswoman. So I've just been a stay-at-home mum, and I never knew that I could actually step into this feeling that I could lead other women, that I have so much to give. And that's what this community gives you. It gives you the power to step into that version of yourself that you don't know that is in you. These women pour so much belief into you that it's just like this superpower. And now I know what's possible for me just from being a part of this. And the fact that I can gift my children this version of myself is the greatest gift I could ever, I'm going to get emotional, give them, because they always just saw me as mom, you know, and that's not good enough for me. Like, I know that I have so much to give, and for them to see me step into this version of confidence and self-worth, and for me to tell them that they can have anything in this life that they want, and there is a way to find it, and you don't have to know the answers. But me stepping into this, I can see them look at me differently. And to me, that has been the greatest gift, being a part of this community, because I didn't know that it wasn't just a business. I was looking for some money. I was looking for a way to make money online, but I didn't know that all of this came with it, and it freaking does. So I just want to share my gratitude and excitement, because I'm 3 months in. I can only imagine where I'm going to be in 3 years when I have my tribe, my group of women that I've brought in, that I'm supporting, that I'm leading, just like Tal and just like Shah. Like, this is what it's all about, is community and finding your people, finding your soul mamas who's going to go on this journey with you. So that's really my story, and I'm just so grateful to be here and be in the presence of so many beautiful mamas leading the way. And I love you, Talia, my beautiful mentor. I didn't know I was going to cry, shit.
I just want to celebrate you on behalf of every single woman that's tuning in for sharing right now, because you're a woman, you're a mama that completely shared their heart, that was completely willing to be seen. Can you guys drop some love for Kayla if you're on live or on the Zoom? Because this is what it's about, you guys, right? How many of you felt that? Love you, babe. Oh my gosh, love you so much. I think what we're seeing today is every single one of us are so proud to be mothers. But how many of you know that we get to be so much more, right? And I think the one thing, if there's anything you guys get from today, right? This beautiful woman just been in this amazing space, this pathway we're going to share with you guys today, because for those of you that have yet to dive in with us, right? You're like, okay, but what's the golden nuggets that I'm hearing? Like, what are you guys doing, right? Before that's even important, what you shared, Kayla, was the power of community. The power of mothers and sisters and women banding together so that you can rise into a space that allows you to be, I don't want to say more than a mom, because being a mother is enough, right? But being more than a mom, meaning my identity knows that I'm more than just a mom now. Do you guys feel that? Oh my gosh. Hi, I'm Tal. I'm a mom. Hi, I'm Connor. I'm a mom. Right? Hi, I'm Tal. I'm a mom. I'm a being. I'm a light in this world. I absolutely love to do anything that involves anything outside of motherhood. Nice to meet you. Right? So, full circle, we put together this 2 days, and today was just so unscripted and so free flow because we want you girls to return home to yourself. Like, really, that's the base of why you're here today. We want you to return back to your hearts. We want you to return back to your spirit, to your knowing. And whilst all of that is beautiful, you can't do it without a pathway to get you there. Because you guys can join us today. You can be here today, right? And as we kind of come full circle with the first day and we kind of close out, right? It's going to be all irrelevant if you jump off this call and you're like, I feel all of this. I need all of this. But let me just go back into my normal life. How many of you guys have been there? How many? Right? The only way that you can create change is actioning it into some sort of plan. And that's what we're going to be able to share with you. But before that is important, and we hope today has done that for you, you have to declare. I'm going to throw it over to Shah because I know she's got more in the tank here to close out. But my final piece for you guys is you have to declare that you are okay with wanting different, wanting more, wanting a way that you maybe are currently not operating as a mother. Yeah. I love you guys so much. I'm so grateful to not only be leading this, but to be leaning into this. I know there are women on this call that could absolutely speak and share for days and tap into their hearts. So I'm honored to be at the front end as a mother in this space. I'm going to throw it over to Shah. And I just hope that you guys will declare before we see you tomorrow, because tomorrow is a really powerful day. Tomorrow, we're going to share with you the pathway of how you can actually create a life on your terms as a mother for your children to be. Come back to this tonight, today, re-listen to it, feel the energy. And that's kind of it from me. Shah, it's all you, my love.
Amazing. Oh, I love all of this so, so much. Kayla, I know you were meant to speak and you knew it, and it was perfect. 1 second as I get my daughter with my mom. She's right out there. Okay, knock on the caravan door. I just wanted to share some real life with you for a moment here. And that is because for me, honestly, like how do I word this? My dream life became a lot more accessible when I realized people just like me were doing it. And so when I meet people who I think have it all together and they don't, I meet people who have created these incredible, expansive lives and they're still like, I'm just figuring it out. Like, even like our mentor in this business that we're a part of, who's like high up from us in this company, makes, I'm not gonna make any claims, but I don't know, hundreds of thousands of dollars a month, we'll just say. And he's got it all, right? His daughter's still like getting sand inside like her baby doll's butt crack, and now he's got like just this, it's still a freaking shit show, like honestly. And when I say shit, I mean like honestly a lot of poop in motherhood and in birth and all of it, right? We don't talk about these things, but there's a lot of poop. And I was just in the car and I was like, oh, this is so beautiful. We're starting this journey together. And my daughter fell asleep in the car on the way here. I was like, I don't even need anyone to hang out with her. That's great. It's 8 p.m. She fell asleep. We're adjusting to a new time zone. So I'm like, 8 p.m. sounds great. That's a good bedtime. Nope. Woke up. It was just a power nap. So I don't know what we're in for tonight. And then she's sitting with me and then she's like, Mom, I need to poop. So like we just did all of that. It's a shit show. So anyways, I just want you to know, like, everything you're going through, it's like we're all going through it. No one's talking about it enough. That's why you need community. And that's why I also want you to believe if Tal and I can do this, you can do this too. We're also in the mess sometimes. We also doubt ourselves sometimes. We also have our own limiting beliefs and scarcity and things that we've had to move through around like money and what we believe is possible. We also have our own relationship stuff going on. Like drop a 1 in the chat if you've ever had stuff going on in your relationship. I'm gonna drop like a million ones in there. Like 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1. Relating is hard sometimes. Relating can be really hard. Relating can be beautiful. It can be incredible. It can be really hard. Motherhood can be incredible, can be really hard, right? Business, all of it. But it's like, if not this, then what? What? We just like wither away and live like an okay, kind of not okay, actually not really okay, shitty, average life forever. And we just go, I guess that's all it is. And then our kids go, I guess that's all there is. They don't know that there could be anything more, right? You can tell your child over and over and over again that they are worthy and capable of anything and to believe in themselves. But if they don't witness you believe in yourself and know that you're worthy and capable of anything, it doesn't actually matter. And my mom knows this because she's now doing her healing at 60, right? So she goes, oh, I'm really sorry for all the childhood traumas and things and whatever. I'm like, yeah, I know. It is what it is. We're all doing the best that we can with where we're at. But she's only now just starting to really believe in herself at 60. She's now starting to step into her confidence. She's now selling everything she owns and going and doing the travels that she wishes she had done, visiting the friends that she wishes she had visited decades ago when she said she would come visit them wherever they are, right? She's only now starting to tune into that. I had to actually go on my own journey of learning how to believe in myself and my own confidence and trust myself because I didn't actually witness my mom living in her full power, in her own truth, in her true like intuition, knowing that she can mother how she wants, that she can live how she wants. No, she looked to everyone else's approval. She did what she was told. She followed the path that she was supposed to follow and she wasn't happy. And she struggled with her mental health like throughout my whole life, right? So she was amazing. She always told me, you can do anything, you can do anything, you can do anything. Guess what? It didn't become fully embodied from just her saying it because I was witnessing her not actually believe she could do anything. Let that land. Don't let it make you feel all guilty. It's all good. It's all good. You've been doing the best that you can with what you've known up until now. Now, with this next level of awareness, now what? Now what? Because your kids are going to grow up one day. And I saw this quote that said, like, your kids are going to grow up and they're either going to want a relationship like yours, you and your partner, whatever, if you have one, or they're not. And that really hit me because my partner and I are the best that we've ever been. I'm like, fuck, this version of us, our daughter's going to grow up and be like, I want to love like that. But some versions of us, like I look at where we're at and what we're doing in front of her, and I'm like, this is not what I want her to think is love. So same thing for yourself. Your child is going to grow up and want to trust their truth in their heart like you, or they're going to go, I want to trust my heart like my mom didn't. And like real talk, my mom's right there. She can't hear me, but I would tell her like, that's been my journey. Learning to trust myself the way my own mom didn't. Learning to bed share like I wanted my baby in my bed because she didn't bring me into her bed because she was told she shouldn't. Like, fuck that. Honestly, fuck that. If you want to do something and other people are telling you not to do it, they're not paying your bills, they're not living your life, they're not raising your kids. And so we look to everyone else's opinions of how we should be living as our pathway. And everyone follows this damn pathway that they told us we're supposed to follow, right? Like, go to school, get a job, get a husband, like, have a kid. Don't put them in the bed. Don't, like, put them in school. Put this in them, put that in them. Let's add a few more things, like, whatever. And they tell you what's good for your child and your body and your birth and everything better than you. No, like, no, nothing knows a woman's body and her children better than you do, better than your own intuition. No other woman even knows what's good for you. So I don't know what's good for you. I could be saying all these things and they don't resonate for you, and that's perfect too. You know, trust your truth. But if someone is telling you not to do something that feels in alignment for you and they are not living the values that are important to you, it doesn't fucking matter. It genuinely doesn't even matter one bit. My dad knows a whole lot about making money. So I have compared myself to him as an entrepreneur so many times thinking I need his approval. I need to look like I'm successful in his eyes. I need to look whatever. Because I'm sorry, I'm just going to say it. He's not going to listen to this. He doesn't have the relationships with his kids that I do with my daughter. So nope, don't try to tell me how I should live, because look at what I have created for myself that I'm so deeply proud of. And my connection with my children is going to show for it. So don't freaking let anyone's opinion matter to you unless you would actually want to trade lives with that person. If you want to trade lives with me and Tal, like, we might have a couple of things that you should listen to, but not above your own heart and your own truth. Still, okay? If we share this pathway tomorrow for you and you're like, my soul just isn't in it, then yeah, listen to that. cool, great, amazing. If we inspire you around motherhood and not around business, cool, great. Like, but if you honestly wouldn't trade lives with someone, like, just don't even, it doesn't even matter. And I know that's easier said than done, because like I still let people's opinions of me matter to this day. Like, I was just at my dad's house. There's still like an inner child part of me that wants his approval. Like, absolutely. There's still a part of me that when he's like, wow, Hattie's so amazing at this. And oh my goodness, how did you teach her that? And I'm like, my dad's proud of me. There's still that. There's of course that, right? But look, I didn't follow the path that he wanted me to follow. And he's actually still pretty proud of me because he can see now, right? That I'm like living in true alignment with how I came here to live. And he can see how all these other people out there in the world were like, we don't know, just barely making it work, really, really struggling. And so like, at what cost? You know, like go to university, but at the cost of like your mental health, go do this, do that you have to do. Okay, sure. But are you truly going to feel like you followed your own true north or somebody else's? So all of that being said, you're possibly, and I would say probably, going to walk away from this over this next 24 hours before we circle back in together again. And if you caught the replay of this one, do your best to come on live for our day 2, because it's going to be such powerful energy live. If you're on live, let me know in the chat that you like it. It is a different live energy, right? You're probably going to have all the doubts, all the scarcity, all the fears, all the discomfort, all the resistance come up between now and then. All of it. Guess what? You're shaking it all up. You're here getting expanded. It's not always fun. Like, we talk about healing, we talk about growth, joining like a like-minded positive community. Like, it's going to be so fun, so fulfilling, so inspiring. Yeah, and so confronting. Drop a message in the chat if you feel freaking triggered and confronted today. Who is like, oh shit, now that I know this, I can't unknow that I am like subconsciously indoctrinating my kids to believe certain things about the world through what I believe about the world. And I better believe a pretty cool ass story about what this life gets to be if I want them to believe a cool ass story about what this life gets to be, right? Little confronting. And it's the best. Because once you're in this work, once you're growing, once you're recognizing these things and you're like, I may not have the ability to go back and change every single thing about what I've done in my life up until now. Cool, great. Shoulda, coulda, woulda done this differently, whatever. You're here. Can't change it. But guess what you can do is you can move forward with this new awareness. And so I want you to just sit with, yes, my love.
I want to watch something.
You want to watch something?
Yes.
We can talk about it in 2 minutes, okay? Do you want to come sit?
No, I'm not going to talk about it now.
Okay, I'm just closing out, okay? You can't wait. Goodness. Anyway, it's gonna come up.
Can you say
And-
hi to all of the women on the call?
She's so cute.
Guys, while Hads is sitting with Charlotte, can you guys do it, like, drop so much love to Charlotte right now? Like, Charlotte, look at me. Thank you. That was wow. 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 Wow.
Where I left off was basically you can change how you move forward.
There literally needs to be nothing else said other than everything Charlotte just said. And I truly just hope you guys know that you are not alone in this beautiful, messy journey that is motherhood. And I really, really hope that you guys will join us again tomorrow, because when you do have something that is, like you heard from Kayla, you heard from Shah, you heard from me today, when you have a pathway that can support you in all the things that is life and gift that to your children, I think the biggest thing that stands out from today is like, you can say all the things, but if your kids are not watching you do all the things and you live in resentment to, but I wish I did, but I could have done, right? It's actually not even about you anymore. It's about your children, right? It's about the example that you've already set for them. So my last piece I'd love to leave with you is get out of your own way, mama. Just get out of your own way and do the thing that is on your heart. Say yes to the thing, remove the thing, get out of that circle, get out of that environment, start that. Just like start saying yes to you now. That's it. Thank you, Shah. Thank you, Kayla, for sharing on behalf of all the mamas. If you joined us live, amazing. And like Shah said, there's nothing else like being on like real-time energy. And if you weren't somebody that was able to join us, we hope you catch the replay. It is in the Facebook group, and we will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow is not going to be as much of an open-ended conversation. It's going to be more like, did you feel yesterday? Great. Here's the gift. Here's how you can now go on and create an actual life by those values you all put down at the beginning of this masterclass. So we will leave it there. I think it would be really powerful to get everyone on the screen. If you'd like to say bye, it's a typical thing I do. If you guys want to unmute to let everyone see you, wave.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone. Thank you, beautiful girls.
Babies.
Thank you.
There's a collective all the energy on all of our mamas who have yet to really find us.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.